Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a really fun day because we're going to make something finally. Today we're going to be making this pendant, and this is actually a continuation of the backs tutorial that I made a couple of weeks back. If you haven't watched that, please do go back to that video because I won't be going through how I made the frame, which is already made last time. So yeah, this looks a bit elven. I'm a very big fan of Lord of the Rings and anything fantasy or like anime or like, you know, things like that. Most of my work is based on fantasy, and I do have a lot of examples in my Instagram account. So if you haven't followed my Instagram, it is Mithril Arts and Jewelry. The link is down below, so you know you guys can check it out. Now this pendant is, I would say it's not very beginner. It would be more of like intermediate, but you're gonna learn a lot from following this. Of course, you can do your own twist on it. This is just what I've come up with for this particular stone and this particular shape. So if you guys want to learn how I made this, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've already cut 12 inches of square wire, which is a dead soft in 20 gauge. And what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna fold it in half. So we're gonna look for the midpoint. So there you go. So we've created this V shape right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the front of the piece, okay, like this. And we're going to take our half round 22 gauge and we are going to wrap around the two wires 3 times. That's one side done. Okay, and then we're gonna do the other side as well. Now that we got this done, next thing we're gonna do is to crisscross this wire at the bottom. Right there. And then we're gonna put the stone in. And also we have to remember that the back part, this part is not so secure yet, so we're actually going to do that later on. But for now, we just need to get the shape right. So we have to make sure that the two pieces of wire are on the same level. And then we're going to bend these two wires onto the side going to the top. Just like that. And then when you're satisfied with that shape, what we're going to do next, we're going to wrap this onto the sides of the frame. Just like this. Now, remember what I told you guys last time? Make sure that you bend it first before you wrap. Okay, so that's what I did. I bent this one so that there's a kink, and then I'm going to put it in, and I'm just gonna twist So that's one twist right there. Now I'm going to take my pliers to just make sure that it is the same on each side. Now you have an option of twirling this again, just to secure it so it doesn't change in terms of shape. But I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, I'm going to try, I'm going to try to secure the back, okay, by doing this. So I took the wire from this part, this is going to secure your stone so it doesn't go anywhere. So now the bottom part of your stone is already fixed. So now I'm just gonna wrap this onto the sides again, just right on top of this. And bend first and then pull it in. So I'm going to do it little by little just so that my wires won't get janky. Okay. I'm going to use my nylon pliers just to fix the wire so it's a little bit straight. So now the back portion of the frame is completely secured. And at this point, we're going to try not to wrap anything onto the back anymore, so that it looks clean. We'll just wrap around the sides. Now we're gonna continue off with the ends of this wire. We're gonna wrap it around the sides of the stone all the way to the top. If you can see, I'm using my fingers to shape it. And we're gonna crisscross onto the top. And then we're gonna end this wire. Crisscross and tuck. So now I'm gonna cut here on the ends, because we're gonna tuck this portion in. We're not gonna like twirl it around the frame. We're just gonna tuck the ends in. So we don't want to bulk up our wires. One of these days I'm going to do a live session. If you have any questions, I can answer them live. But for now, this is what I'm making. And we all have different time zones. So I have to figure out a time slot wherein people from the East and the West can watch. So this is our first wrap. So now I've cut another 12 inches of square 20 gauge wire, and I'm gonna take my ruler and look for the midpoint. And this time we're going to be using our round nose pliers and take it into the middle, and then we're going to wrap around the plier once. Once that's done, I'm going to fold it straight, just so that we create like a half loop right here. And then next, what we're going to do is we're going to hammer this bit, this loop right here. Now this is going to be a little bit more stable. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to fold or anything like that. And now we're going to open it, and then we're going to take our piece and then slide this into the bail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split them like this, and then we're going to fold. You see this bit? We're just going to fold it over there. Okay. And then now, before we do anything, we are going to take a half round to just wrap these two together. So that's one, and then I'm gonna do the other one, and we're also going to snip this bit. And to make sure that it won't snag. So now we've got these two wires connected. It's easier to mold it around the frame. So what I did was I kind of did like an S shape that molded around this area. So I'm just gonna slide this along the shape so that it looks the same. Now we are down to this design. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this here to the frame. So we've already bent it. So this is going to be easier for me to just slide in here. Oh, sorry, here to the frame. And we're going to do it slowly. So make sure that when you're doing something like this, you just thread it through, and make sure that you're holding the piece itself, because if you don't, what happens is there's a tendency that you might pull it out of shape. So just hold and then push it through, and then pull little by little. Use your fingernail to just twirl it around, and there, that's it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it one more time inside. Now we've got this down. Now we still have some excess wire here, and what we're going to do is I'm going to pull this up same way, going upwards. As you can see, I'm just using my thumb to like shape it flat into the stone. And now I'm gonna connect it to the back this way for now. Now I'm going to push this here into the frame, and I'm going to pull lightly, little by little, until I get to the end. And I'm gonna twist. So now this is what we have. The last thing that we're going to be doing is, what I did was I cut another wire of 20 gauge square, 12 inches, and so I did a V off camera. Actually, what happened was I already made it, but I forgot to record it, so I'm doing it again for you guys. I just realized that it wasn't recording, so I have to do it again. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this through the X. Can you guys see this X right here on the top? So we're gonna push this here, yeah, in the middle of the X right there, and through to the back, if you see that, all the way. And then you see this this V shape right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my thumb and push it towards the frame. And what we're going to do is I'm going to turn it over, keeping one finger onto that area that I pushed, and I'm going to bend the wires one by one towards the front. I'm going to use my fingers just to twist it. There. So now you have this shape right here. It's like a U or a V shape on the top. Now we're gonna guide our finger through the wires to create this shape. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna trace this along. Oh, sorry. We're gonna trace this along. That was my cat, baby. We're gonna trace this along here, and yes, oh, yes, baby. Can we play later, please? My cat wants to play. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect it to the frame, but here on the midpoint. So we've been going down here the whole time, but this time I'm gonna go over and to the middle. Einstein. My cat really wants to play with me right now. Why are my cats like this? Wrong timing. So now we have these shapes right here. And now I'm going to wrap it onto the side here. Making sure that my finger is still keeping the shape that we made earlier. Do the other side. There you go. And it's not the same. Yeah, now it is. Okay. So now I'm gonna put this onto the back. You can end here if you want. And there it is. Let's fix the shape because this one is a little bit wonky. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this outwards just so that it'll be more like fixed. And this part right here, this is a little bit wonky. I'll just fix the shape of this wrap. So there you have it, guys. I hope you learned a lot. I'm so sorry about the end of the tutorial. I ran out of space and I didn't realize it until I was like, oh, it wasn't recording anymore. But anyway, it was the last thing that I did was basically I just wrapped it around here on the back, and just snipped and tucked the ends into the frame. So you didn't really miss much. That was the last thing that I did. Anyway, thank you guys for watching today's tutorial. I hope you learned something. I know I'm still not used to this setup, and like I'm trying. I'm really trying. And if you guys can hear that background noise, that is my AC, because I can't live without AC here in Dubai. It's too hot even at night, especially during the summertime. I think it's about 38 degrees Celsius at the moment. And I tried to turn it off earlier, but it was just too hot. Please bear with me. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do, because I do have a lot of things in store for the channel, and I hope you guys like the video. Please do press the like button and also the notification bell, so whenever I have a new video, you're gonna be the first ones to see it. And also please do follow me on Instagram. My Instagram account is Mithril Arts and Jewelry. And also my Facebook account is Mithril Arts and Jewelry. And also I do have a Patreon page, so if you guys want to support my channel or me as an artist, then please do check out my Patreon page, which is down below in my description box. I hope that you guys learned something today, and like I said, I have a lot of things in store for the channel, and I hope I'm gonna see you guys again next time. So that's about it. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.